You actually use the same parts of your brain as when you're actually experiencing it as well, right? That helps you experience the emotion of it. So make it visual. It's very, very motivating. And include the people close to you. I remember my kids would ask, why is Dad on the computer all the time? I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea why. So I sat them down and I said, how would you like it if I could quit my job and be home more with you? And they're like, yeah. And I said, well, that's what I'm doing on the computer. I'm building a business so I can quit my job. And once they understood that, they became my biggest cheerleaders. But I had to make that sacrifice and take some time away from them to build that foundation, right? It was a sacrifice. Was it worth it? Absolutely. So you've got your dream, right? Now, how do you set realistic goals? Well, it all depends on where you are right now. It is absolutely personal to you. Your coach can't set it. They can give you some guidance, but only you can set that goal that's right in front of you. And here's the thing. Here's where it gets real. It has to be measurable, and it has to have a deadline. A measurable goal is not, I want to help a lot of people, right? A measurable goal is, I would like to help 10 new people a month. Okay? A measurable goal is, I would like to start a new challenge group every month, right? I would like to, I would like to go emerald by the end of March or April, right? Those are specific goals and they're measurable and they have a deadline. Why is that so important? Because you can track your progress. You have to be able to track your progress against the date to see if you're on track for your goal. If you're not, you step up your efforts. Every single one of my goals has a deadline. Do I hit all of them? No, I don't. I wanted to be 10-star diamond by the end of last year. Right? I didn't hit it. I hit it this month. Right? But at the end of last year, thank you. At the end of last year, I had to look at what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, and kind of change my approach so I could make it happen. And here's the key. Once you accomplish a goal, you set new ones. And that's how you grow your way to your ultimate goal or to your dream. What I'm doing on a daily basis are the same things that are being taught, the 3 vital behaviors. They're not called vital behaviors because they're optional. Okay? 17 months ago is when they introduced the challenge groups. Guess how many months in a row I've started a new challenge group? 17 months. Okay? Consistency is super important for achieving our goals. Now, in conclusion, one of my current goals is to be a 15-star diamond in time for Summit. I've got a little over 30 days to get there before the qualification, right? April 24th. Am I going to hit it? You better believe it. And when I walk across that stage as a 15-star diamond, I want you to remember this moment and remember that we can set goals and achieve them. All right? I believe in you, and I believe in your ability to overcome whatever obstacles that are in your way, and I believe in your potential to be great. Thank you.
All right, some good stuff there. But I'm a little ticked, okay? Because I thought I had this thing that I was the only one that could talk about their kids. You know, I mean, like, I thought I had a corner on the market. But, you know, again, I maintain, I just continue to learn from kids, everybody around us. But, you know, I love the fact that, you know, Dave, you pointed out some specifics. And again, you know, the difference between what these Elite 10 coaches do is they take what appears to be common sense and they turn it into what? Common practice. You know, every single day. And it's the consistency. So I hope that you're picking that part up. Okay, one more Elite 10 coach this morning before we hear from our featured keynote speaker. This coach has just really had a tremendous career with Team Beachbody. And the thing I love about it is she started in a small town, New Preston, Connecticut, a place less than 1,000 people. Lots of times you'll hear from coaches say, oh, I can't do it because I don't live here or I don't live there. She started in a place with very rural, less than 1,000 people. Last year she was awarded the 2012 CEO Leadership Award. She has more consecutive months of Success Club than anybody else in all of Beachbody. So if you want to connect actions with results, that again should send a great big clue. 38 consecutive months. She's a Success Club 10 All-Star.
She's made Elite 10 coach every year. She's the only coach that has traveled on all 3 Elite 10 trips to Tahiti, to France, and to Argentina. And I've got this hunch that she's probably got her sights set on Italy next year. When she joined Team Beachbody, it took her, I think, about a year to become a Star Diamond. Then every single month after that, she advanced her business in 2011. So she set her sights on doing the right kind of things. Would you please help me welcome to the stage Superstar Diamond Coach from Palm Beach, Florida, Hillary Kelly. You got something going there, girl.
Well, congratulations everyone for making it here. We're in Disney World. And he said I was from Connecticut, but as you guys know, some of you don't know me, we just moved to Florida this year. So we can be closer to Disney World and the beach and the warm weather. And that's where I start today talking to you is, this big thing of dreaming big. We can't do it alone, right? You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself, right? We're not going to succeed in this business if we go out there and you're a one-man show. You can't just sign up coaches and think, okay, they're good, I'm going to go, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to have to do my challenge groups and do these things, and maybe people will follow me, right? We have to connect with people. The biggest key to your business, I know there's many things that we do every day, but it starts with you. It always comes back to you. So if your actions, this is one of my favorite quotes, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, and do more, you are leading. And how many people are here? I think Brett Blake told me yesterday about 1,000 coaches. We have 100,000 coaches in Beachbody. That's pretty amazing that you are all sitting here on this trip because obviously you're not just a starter coach. You are a leader. If you have coaches under you, if you have people in your challenge groups, you are a leader. You are doing something right? So this is my big thing. I talk about this all the time. So if you're not doing something right, your coaches and your customers probably aren't going to do it either. People aren't going to follow you on Facebook if you're not working out, if you're not drinking your Shakeology, if you're not doing the things every day, those vital things that Carl was talking about. If you're not doing those things every day, how is anyone going to know to follow you? So making Success Club is huge. And my coaches know this, I talk about this all the time. I wouldn't be standing here today, 3.5 years later, as a coach, if I wasn't making Success Club. I'm a huge believer. I started my business in January of 2010. I was 3 months in as a coach, and they released the Success Club incentive program. I was still confused with the back office. There was many things I didn't understand yet, but that was simple to me. It was one simple thing I could do. I could get 5 points. I could get people on Shakeology. I could get somebody to join my team. And if I could do that, people, maybe they would follow me too. If I could make Success Club, I got to Diamond very quickly and I realized, and maybe some of you had that same frustration, is, okay, I have these coaches, but nobody wants to do anything yet. What can I do? What can I do? So making Success Club was that first step. Obviously getting to Emerald, getting to Diamond was that first step. But then I realized I had to dream bigger, right? They're always moving forward, and I always say, if you're not learning, you're not growing, then neither is your team, right? So I knew I had to set my goals a little higher. So by the end of the year, that first year, I became a 5-star Diamond coach. So I'm like, if I want to get to 5-star, and I want my team to get to 5-star, I need to do these things too. If I want to see them make Success Club 10, I need to shoot for 10, not just 5, right? Nothing wrong with making 5, because obviously you're growing your business, but if you want to, like Carl said, there is no reason if you can make 5 that you cannot make 10. And you need to share that with your coaches. You need to continuously add to your team. You can't get to Diamond and go, okay, I'm done. Good for the day. What are your coaches going to do, right? They're going to do the same things. They're going to get there, and your business depends on that, right? It depends on everybody beneath you growing as well. So And if you're not doing challenge groups, and I'm assuming that every single person in here has a challenge group going on right now, right?
Yeah.
Right? So if you're not doing challenge groups every month, if you're not always talking about the success those people are having in your challenge groups, and we all know that many of our coaches come from our challenge groups, right? They're natural advocates of this business. They're not getting in, cold turkey like some MLM marketers coming in and seeing like Carl talked about today. They get it. They've had success with the programs. They've had success with the products. So they decide to be coaches too. And if you're not doing that, your coaches won't do that either, right? Be an active coach, and I don't mean just be active on Shakeology. Like I said, you need to be working out, talking about Les Mills Pump, and getting up and talking about drinking your Shakeology and doing those things every single day. I do most of my business on social media, so I'm talking about it every day. Whether I want to work out or not, I know I have that accountability, and I see my coaches doing the same thing on Facebook, and I see them doing the same thing on their team pages as well. So if you are not leading by example, then quite simply, you're not leading, right? Simple. Keep it simple, right? Makes sense. So, this is very huge. Mentoring and teaching. It's duplication, you guys. Making those very simple things. I think sometimes we tend to complicate it, and maybe being a leader is scary, but it's just showing your coaches, how did you make Success Club 5? Tell them. You need to show them. You need to recognize whether they made 2 points in Success Club. Now we can see that in our Coach Online office, which I think is the greatest thing. Because I can say, hey, you made 2 points, you have 3 more to go. And recognize the fact that they made those 2 points. When they get to Emerald, we have a team page, and most of you probably should on Facebook, because it really gives you a chance to connect with the coaches who are really engaged in the business. And every Thursday I like it. I wake up now and I see all the coaches recognizing their Emerald coaches with little collage pictures, and it's so much fun to see that excitement and seeing somebody brand advancing, somebody posting on there about their biggest check that they made, and that creates that example, and other people who maybe haven't done that yet are seeing that and getting excited also. Show them the way, like I said. Teach them. Teach them how to make Success Club. Don't just tell them that you're making Success Club. Teach them how to do that with challenge groups and everything else. So push them to do better. I get on the phone with my leaders. I have a leaders page just for my leaders. And, I'm not just their cheerleader. Sometimes it has to be a smackdown. You don't have to be mean to them, but people appreciate honesty. Look, I see you doing these things, and I see that you're struggling. Maybe you can push a little bit more because I believe in you. And I know that you have this dream. I know that you have this why, and you need to do this so you can get here. And sometimes that's the biggest, if they know that you believe in them and you're going to help them get there. And sometimes you got to give them a little bit of tough love. You don't have to be mean, but give them a little tough love and say, hey, let's do this. You told me you want to do this by the end of the year. Let's do this. And being a leader is also, we balance, right? We balance our own business, and we also balance working with our team. And sometimes I know you struggle. You want to work with every single person on your team, and you want every single person on your team to be successful, of course, but they may not want it yet. And that's okay. It's not anything reflected bad on you. They're just not ready yet. I never give up on anybody, but I give my time to the people who match my time, right? And stop focusing on the whiners, because there's always going to be whiners, and work with those people who have action, right? Not the people who are always in your face telling you that you're going to do stuff. Focus on the coaches who are actually doing, who are making Success Club, who are actually putting the time into the business to help you grow this beautiful, amazing business that we have, right? So we come to my last slide. So it's all about duplication. And I heard Christine Dwyer say this one time, and it was, like washing your hair. You got to lather, rinse, repeat. Do this every single day. It isn't rocket science, you guys. It's a simple process of being consistent, working with your coaches, working your own business, making Success Club, recognizing your team, empowering them, lifting them up, being excited for them. And the biggest reward, I can tell you, is watching your coaches have that success. I get chills, you know, thinking about, I get a text message, you know, every single Thursday, a few from my coaches, and I get excited about it because they're telling me that they've had their highest check ever, that they've retired their husband, or that they were able to hit that goal of $500 a month this week. You know, big or small, it's amazing to see your coaches do the same things. And that's my biggest reward in this business, and you guys can all have it too. You just have to buckle down, show your team the way, and be that leader. Lead by example. And I guarantee you, you will also have 15-star diamonds growing on your team as well. So I thank you for your time, you guys, and enjoy Disney World. Have a great day today.